and welcome to a very exciting edition of Sports Talk Live. I'm Brian Fiocco.
I'm Taylor Maren.
And I'm Wallace.
Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and submit your questions. We have some to answer, but we'll get to that a little bit later on Outside the Horns. Now for a major topic, men's basketball. In the semifinals, the Golden Rams pulled off the upset over number 1 seed Indiana University. Westchester trailed the entire game, taking the only lead with under 2 seconds left in regulation to pull off the amazing come-from-behind win, 54-51.
Well, in the first half, Brian, it was definitely the defense that stood out. Both offenses struggled a little bit, couldn't get really any easy shots, and I think that was due to each team having 3 days to prepare for each other, so they watched film, they knew what the other team was kind of running, so the defenses were really on point in the first half.
I agree, Riley. Especially in the second part of the second half, we really saw the crowd get into it. Westchester made a 7-0 run with just 5 minutes left that cut it to 3, and you could see that from then on it was going to be a ball game.
Yeah, and coming down to the final few minutes, it was the leaders on the team who really stepped up big. Lance McDowell hit a huge 3 coming down the stretch, and I think that was really just a senior leader not ready to give up on his season yet. And Carl Johnson had a few really big plays. And then in the end, it came down to Jon Breeden, who made the amazing shot to win the game. And we actually have that shot for you on video. Let's take a look at that now. After watching that last play, it's no doubt that Jon Breeden is our Ram of the Week, as he had 30 points, 14 assists, and 10 rebounds throughout the playoffs. It wasn't just his stats, though. Taylor, Riley, what else was it about Jon Breeden that made him stand out this postseason?
Well, he was the new guy this year as he transferred down from Division I Siena, so we all know that he could play. But we didn't know, though, was his leadership skills, which really stepped up came playoff time.
And just adding on to that, his efficiency was really seen on the court this year. Not only did he score points, but he dished out a lot of assists and even grabbed some rebounds, so he was really a valuable player for the Golden Rams.
Carl Johnson also had a great game, scoring 14 points, including 2 huge plays down the stretch. We were able to meet up with him after this huge win for an interview. Let's take a look.
All right, I'm here with Carl. Carl, you had a great game, a couple big shots, big 3, big and 1. What kind of game plan do you guys have going into this game?
We wanted to get out with our 2 best players, crowd them, try to keep them with limited touches. And when they did touch the ball, we wanted to have good help defense and just play good team defense.
You guys did play very good defense. You guys were down 8 at the half. What kind of adjustments did you make at halftime going into the second?
Coach just told us to keep grinding. We wasn't getting a lot of calls, we felt like, but he just told us to keep grinding and just keep fighting through everything, like tiredness and all that, because we know we only have one goal, and that's just to win the championship. We have to get the goal first.
Yeah, it was definitely very clear you guys made some adjustments. The intensity was there, the crowd was there. You guys feeding off the hype, going nuts.
It's definitely a home court advantage. We have a great crowd, and I love playing at home, so we definitely felt it.
All right, we appreciate the time. Good luck tomorrow.
With this victory, Westchester moved on to the finals on Saturday night, where they played East Stroudsburg. The Golden Rams took the momentum from their win Friday night into this game, as it took the lead early, leading 5 at half. In the second half, ESU turned it around as they were able to come back to defeat Westchester 90-85 and take home the PSAC championship.
Well, guys, in the first half, Westchester really played well. It was a really streaky game, so both teams went on a couple 7-0 runs, but their press really didn't hurt us, and we were able to break through and had a 10-point lead at half. So we played well in the first half, I would say.
Yeah, and then moving into the second, actually it was East Stroudsburg who went on a couple streaks and really got their crowd into it. And it was surprising because we were in Hollinger Fieldhouse, but I was hearing ESU's crowd more than I was hearing ours, and I think that really gave them the edge, and that's why they were able to pull out the win.
Oh, definitely. But also, they definitely adjusted their press at halftime because it gave us problems. We committed a few crucial turnovers, which led to a layup at one point and then a big dunk, which really gave them the momentum. And at the end of the game, we came up a little short and we didn't hit the big shots that we needed like we did the night before.
Looking at the girls, they traveled to Edinburgh to play the Fighting Scots, who are ranked 5th in the nation with a record of 26-1. Westchester seemed slightly overmatched as they were defeated 74-58.
In this game, there were a lot of turnovers for both teams, so it was very sloppy. But the main difference was the shooting percentages, as we shot a much lower percentage than we usually do. And in the end, the 29-point deficit was just too much for us to overcome.
Yeah, Riley. Hopefully we can turn it around because now we play Edinburgh in a rematch in the NCAA tournament first round game.
On a brighter note, both Alexander Lennon and Allison Hostetter were named first team all PSAC, as Hostetter became the second player in school history to record 1,000 points, 700 rebounds, and 300 assists. And Lennon took home the Defensive Player of the Year, as she is only 4 blocks shy of 200 for her career, with the whole senior year still ahead of her.
Another accomplishment for the Lady Rams was that their coach, Coach Kane, was named PSAC Coach of the Year.
Yeah, that's amazing, us receiving so many awards. That's great for our university.
Okay, guys, let's wrap up basketball this week with STL's top plays of the week.
Starting off our top plays today, Westchester commits the turnover. But here comes Jalil Mack with the steal and the easy layup.
Well, that was a nice play to start it off, but here's a little defense to kick off number 9 as Lance comes up with the block, which leads to a Westchester fast break as Harley Williamson eventually finds a cutting Corey Blake for the nice finish.
Corey Blake again to start off number 8 as he passes to Khalif Foster, and Foster's up with the crazy layup, and then the ball finds its way in the basket.
And here at number 7, Westchester breaks the press with ease, makes a few passes with Corey Blake finding Lance McDowell for the dunk.
Another similar play at our 6th spot, Westchester breaks the press again and eventually finds Lance McDowell for another easy dunk.
At number 5, you got Jon Breeden finding Lance in the corner who hits the 3.
Yeah, and as we look at this again, this was one of the huge plays that really got the crowd into it and really helped Westchester come back in this game.
And here we go at 4, a big play as Carl makes a nice move and drains the 3.
Yeah, we gotta look at this one again because this was another play that was really key for the comeback for Westchester against IUP.
At number 3, we got Westchester on the fast break as Carl Johnson misses the layup, but Lance is there for the slam.
We gotta look at this one again in slow motion. As you see, Carl misses it, but then Lance McDowell to put it back for the dunk.
At number 2, we got John swinging it to Carl, who makes a nice move and converts the crazy and 1.
I can't believe he even made this one. Looking again at slow motion, his foot just missing touching the ground as he throws the ball up and it goes right in the basket.
Having already seen the video, all of us know that this has number 1 play written all over it, as John makes a move and drains the 3-pointer right in the guy's face.
I couldn't believe this shot. As it happened, everyone in Hollinger Fieldhouse went wild, taking another look at this shot, steps back, drains the 3, just really a remarkable shot.
Wow, that was really an amazing play, and honestly, I could watch that over and over again.
I agree, Riley. But now, let's finish up with a segment of Outside the Horns and answer some questions from Facebook and Twitter.
Our first question was posted on our Twitter page by Gary Kleinschmidt. Gary asked, do you think franchise tagging Deshaun Jackson was a smart idea so early? So for those of you who don't know, a franchise tag is paying a player the average of the top 5 salaries of that position. So do you guys think it was worth it?
In my opinion, Brian, I think that they're going to end up trading him during the season. Right now, it seems like a lot of money, but I feel as though we need like a certain position that they're going to trade him for that, and that's going to help our team out in the end.
And we can't forget, this is a lot of money we're going to be paying for just 1 year, especially off someone who just had a very disappointing season last season and really let us down, I feel like.
Right. Yeah. Our second question was asked by George Lewis through our Facebook page. George says, hey guys, love the show. Just a quick question though about the Sixers. Do you think they need to go out and get an all-star in order to actually be a playoff contender?
Well, that is true. We are lacking that superstar on our team, but we're leading the division. We have a good team. I think with the return of Spencer Hall, it's really going to solidify the big man down low, and I think we'll be fine.
I don't know, Brian. I feel as though with our young talent, we can package some of our players and get a big-time superstar, which would help us in the playoffs if we make it.
You're right, but then you run the risk of messing with the team chemistry if you start sending guys, bringing new guys in. But it would help, though, as we have struggled down the stretch in close games because we don't have that go-to guy.
Yeah, I have to agree. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time for this week's segment of STL. We're here next week, same time, same place. Take it easy, Westchester.